Greetings, everyone, and welcome to TimeBlazr Tuesday. If you're looking for more productivity in your life, more focus, I have a system for you, and it's called the TimeBlazr, and it has been around for centuries. And it is using your personal astrology calculated into a system that is tried and true for you to make informed decisions, always taking the right action at the right time. That really is what the TimeBlazr is about. So let's face it, you guys, we are in a really crazy and tumultuous time, and we need every competitive tool out there to help us succeed and get ahead of the crowd, the noise, whatever you want to call it. So let's talk about how I can help you plan out your week so that you are most productive. So greetings if you are new to me. My name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, business astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system. So the TimeBlazr, or the Chinese calendar, if you will, has been around, like I said, to benefit for centuries the people who have power. Why? To give them more power. What I'd like to do through my work and services is to help you gain that same power so that we can even that playing field, right? So especially if you don't have a tremendous budget, this is something that can start helping you have a better budget, because you're going to be launching your products, programs, services, proposals, your website, launching a blog series or a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're going to be launching. You always want to do it on a good day and time, because that's going to start really, raising your vibration and your audience's vibration to see, wow, she or he really put a lot of time and effort into this. Maybe I should look and see what this is all about. All right. Well, first, let's talk about what we're going to be, using today, and that's going to be the week of October 21st through the 27th. Now, the reason that I am doing TimeBlazr Tuesday and talking about Wednesday, there are people that are in a different geographic area that I want you to capitalize. If, any Wednesday would be a good day, that you would have the time to plan for it. If I already talk about it, the day might be gone for you wherever you're listening from. Okay, from there, we're going to get into a demo really quick, but if you are new to me, we'd really appreciate your support in what we're doing and providing for you. So if you can subscribe to our channel, please share it and let other people know what an amazing system this could be to help themselves and their business. And then like and comment as well. And then ring that bell so you make sure you get notices from us all the time. All right, what we're going to be talking about is person, space, and time. And this is where your astrology is absolutely connected with this TimeBlazr system. So what I'm going to do is we're going to hop on over to the TimeBlazr, and let's start walking through some of the features that can benefit you all along the way. So first of all, like I said, this is based on your personal astrology, so that when you sign up for the TimeBlazr, and by the way, there is already a link provided below that will tell you how to get the TimeBlazr absolutely free for a 30-day trial, no credit card required at this time. And so what I'd like you to do right now, if you don't have the TimeBlazr, pull out your calendar and let's see if we can start planning this week out for you for success. Now, obviously, you're going to be at a disadvantage because you're using a regular calendar versus an energetic calendar that is matched to your personal astrology chart. So let's go back and understand a little bit about why we are using the astrology piece. So we calculate all TimeBlazrs on the year, month, day, and hour of birth. I do focus more on business than personal, but let's face it, if there's ever a year that our personal and business have collided, it's this year. But of course, always we look at what's happening in your personal life as well, because why are we working so hard? So that we can have and obtain a certain lifestyle, right? So when your business is flowing, you are able to support a lifestyle that you want and desire, okay? All right, so the year of birth, let me just stay with you here for a minute, just to look at a chart. It's just looking at the year, month, day, and hour of a chart. But basically, your year of birth is going to be about your your brand, your reputation, your social media, all your marketing efforts, whether it be speaking, doing something like YouTube or blogging, whatever. There's all different modes, right? And there's probably going to be one that has your biggest strength, but we all need to market to get new clients, right? The month is about your career, what you're best suited at doing, and your character. So this is something like, for example, if you have a horse in your chart, or some of the other animals as well, in the year of the rat, there certainly was some shifts that are hitting certain animals. And so there might be an animal that is either going to make you either more friendly, compassionate, or some that are just going to change. And then it's just like, boy, that person just really changed. You hear this all the time. Well, really, there's an astrological reason behind it in the energies of the year that are really creating this opportunity for change. You can change for the better or worse, right? So change is going to happen. That is a constant that you can depend on. So you might as well know what those changes are going to be so you can plan for them, right? Okay, now your day of birth, that is going to be about your personal relationships, your partnerships, but it is also about your personal growth. This one is really important that I want you to really wrap your head around. Your mindset is something that I really want you to understand that you do have some control over, even though sometimes that monkey mind is moving all the time and sometimes not to our benefit. And if you can stop that in its tracks of what is real and what is fake news, if you will. So reality is we do have control over that. Is it a trained discipline? Yes, it is, especially if you're tend to be on the side of negative, lack consciousness, I can't, you don't understand. I get all of that, but there's also at a certain point where you have to kind of go, okay, is this really helping me? Or is it destroying every dream and possibility that I have? There's a differentiation here, right? So if you can step into your power, you will be empowered. So this is how I can help you do that. Now, your hour of birth is about your goals. It's about all the things that you set in life and try to achieve, as well as your legacy. So this is something, your life purpose. Why are you even here on this earth? And this is a year where I think a lot of people in 2021 are going to figure out that we're on this earth and there's a lot. Hopefully you've learned something from the 2020 pandemic and economical shifts and political shifts and all of that. Hopefully you've learned from that and that you can now walk into your life purpose. But it is going to take some sort of gumption, if you will, to get there. And so I wish you many, many great journeys for you to discover what that is. But I can certainly help you by just understanding what these animals are going to be doing each and every year. Okay, so now the next thing that I would like for you to understand is that not everybody does know their hour of birth. So don't worry about it. You know your month, year, and day, which is a lot of information, but we need at least that to calculate your TimeBlazr for you. Okay, so now let's go back to the TimeBlazr. And let's click on over to strategic dates. The first thing that I want you to understand, there's a lot of information on all of this material, and it's a very interactive calendar. So first thing I'm going to do is take out these icons just so I can explain a little bit of the foundational piece on every TimeBlazr. The first thing I want you to understand is that there are green and white days, and that the green, oops, we didn't want to go that far too quick. What we want to look at, and that's the wrong day anyway, what we want to look at is the green and white days. So the green days are calculated for everyone. It's always going to be the same, is they're going to hit a certain threshold that's going to say it's vibrant, And if that would be fair. It's more vibrant if it's favorable, and it's even more vibrant if it's excellent. Now, this is general for everyone, not necessarily to you yet. I'll tell you the personalization next. Then the next piece is if it's a white day, it has fell below that threshold and it will be unfavorable, or even worse yet, avoid. The avoid is please avoid it. So now we're going to start personalizing it. Well, there's one more piece that is not personalized, and those are the types of days. So as you can see on the day of us recording is going to show you right on the TimeBlazr, just with this little blue line around it, that's going to show you the day. This is the day, but we're going to be talking about the 21st through the 27th. So you can see that there's close, establish, remove, full, etc. So those days are basically starting to tell you this is the type of day it's going to be. So you need to match whatever activity that you're doing towards the type of day it is. Please note, this system is, yes, you can use it as an everyday calendar to find the best days of the calendar, and I encourage you to do this. But the biggest strength of this particular calendar, personalized to you, if you are someone that is trying to do something big, trying to take your business to the next level, that means you are going to be launching products, programs, and services. That means you're going to be sending out proposals. That means you are going to be setting up important meetings. That's where you use the TimeBlazr to really set those important meetings. And I have had, to the point of really trying, again, mindset, right? But it's like, well, wait a minute, I need to have, good times every day. Well, that's impossible. There is never, ever, ever, even on those really vibrant green days, that everything is going to be absolutely balanced. That would be like cheating, right? That's not even a true system. A system means that you're going to have to use the rules of the system, and the rules of the system mean that you're going to have to select things based on how we've set this up for you. So now let's talk about personalization. You're going to see on this TimeBlazr where there's going to be stars, and there's going to be anywhere from 0 stars, not on this particular month, from 1, let's look at October 1st where it has a 1 star, up to 5 stars, which is on the 23rd for this person. A couple other days as well. Now this is calculated. Each and every TimeBlazr is going to look different from yours. Why? Because your birth information is different and it's personalized to you. So I'm just showing you a demo site right now so you can understand how you would be using this. Just come back every single week and I'll tell you how to plan out your week. Simple as that, right? All right, so we are getting towards the end of the month, but there are a couple of things that you still can do. We still have some good, vibrant days available. Now, another great feature that I feel that is in this TimeBlazr are these icons. These icons that you can tick either all of them, how it comes by default when you open up the TimeBlazr, or you can specify the things that you want to see. So a lot of times, let's say we're going to begin with a new client, but we do need to still sign a little bit of documentation, and we want to make sure that we don't meet them on a day that's not going to be helping us. So then what we do there, we've selected those, so hit the tab selected, and that is going to bring out those particular days. So it looks like for this particular person, their best chance of meeting is going to be on the 27th, and we'll get to the 27th in just a second. So that's how you can use that. Now there's a couple of other filters before we go into, just so you can see the power of this. I want to go back to your astrology session, and there's this little circle right under your natal chart called the 5 element structures. And so this is the compilation of the yin and yang of all of your chart. But as you can see, there's going to be some wealth and power and resources. And this is assuming you have all 5 of the elements, and you may not have all 5 of the elements in your chart. That's what you were born with. So that just means you're going to have to be a little bit more skillful in trying to get even now. And this is the one that wigs people out the most. There are people that see that one box and it says wealth and there's zero of that element in there. That doesn't mean that you are not going to make a lot of money. As a matter of fact, I see some of the people who actually are kind of rich and famous who have no wealth in their chart, and obviously they're doing really, really well. What this means is you're just going to have to use a little bit more of your own efforts versus being delivered by the universe. But knowing that up front is going to help you kind of understand, oh, okay, I need to roll up my sleeves a little bit versus, oh, this is going to be just, it's because you see this, right? You see people that just seems like they're so lucky. Why is it for them? And I've got more talents than they do. Well, they have maybe different connections and things like that. But this can all help you, give you information of what you need to do to make better and informed decisions. Okay. All right. So there's 5 structures. There's these activators right below where you see this destiny cycle. There are activators over there as well. So those can be found when we're in the TimeBlazr as well. And so let's go back over to the TimeBlazr. And let's just start looking at some of the days here. So we're going to start with the close day. And just like every week, what I do is I start with the general, that's a foundational piece for everyone. And then I talk about the personalization. And I want you to also know that the first day I spend a little bit more time on just so you can navigate the rest of the days. And then I'll speed it up from there. Okay, so first of all, Wednesday, October 21st is for everyone. And then we'll drop down to where it says unfavorable close. It's a white day, so the color of white comes over here as well. And it's a yin fire rooster day. This is our first indication of the astrology of the day, if you will, whether or not it's going to connect with you or not. Then there's 2 boxes below called positive and negative influences. Now, these positive and negative influences are 2 pieces of information that I want you to understand are going to be superimposed, if you will, because it's the prevailing energy of the day. That's going to give us an indication what type of day it's going to be. So we already know it's unfavorable, but we do have some positive and negative influences that we need to take into account. So once we do that, then we're much more able to make better and informed decisions. Well, now we see that it's already unfavorable, so we have to also especially look at those negative influences. And what I've done for you is when I translated this, I really tried to be very cognizant of it being standard business English. But if English isn't your first language and you need a little bit of extra, or you're the type that wants a full definition, then go over to our training tab and then just go into the glossary of terms and you can get a full reading of what any of these terms might mean. Okay, a next piece that is for everyone, I want you to look at that gray column. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to go back to the bottom of the left-hand screen where it says daily goal and intention. When you get into the habit of setting a daily goal and how you want your day to be, you do that either the night before or the morning before you start your day. You're going to have, actually, when you set that intention and keep that kind of visible all day long, that I'm going to be focused, I'm going to be productive, I'm going to get a chapter done in my book, I'm going to work on a sales funnel. When you put that intention out of what you're going to be doing, it's a lot easier to follow a plan. That's why we got to get things out of our head and onto a system. All right. Now, let's look at the hours like I was starting to tell you before. So this is the gray column. It starts with the rat, and there are 2-hour time slots. I've also put the Western time there. So the only hour that is split is the early rat, which is from midnight to 12:59. And then we go down to the bottom. You're going to see the late rat, but all others are in 2-hour time slots. All right, the next column is another set of information of what is happening within those 2 hours. Remember, we're taking the positive and negatives and then pairing it with that. So we're just taking a quick look. Oh, yep, this is good. Or nope, it's negative and I need to maybe do something else during that time slot. Okay, so then we start looking at 3 different ways those hours are going to show up. The first one is going to be that it is going to be all positive. So let's look at 11 a.m. to 2:59 p.m. They're blue with pluses. That means that they are positive. Then we're going to have energies that are like 3 a.m. to 6:59 a.m., that 4-hour block right there. There are pluses, but there's also minuses, which are in red with a minus. Or it's pure challenging, and I would suggest, if you are able, to avoid those areas from 7 a.m. to 10:59. It's going to change each and every day. The energy is going to change each and every day. And that means for important activities. I never, ever said don't work during those times. I'm working all the time. Well, not all the time. I sleep and I eat and I spend time with my friends via Zoom and my husband at home. So, but I am, if you know me, you kind of know I'm that happy workaholic, that I'm always working on something to improve systems. But so it's not that, oh, I stop, but I do take note what's happening during that time hour, that if it is going to kind of put a monkey wrench, if you will, into whatever that I happen to be doing. If you know that up front, then you can modify your behavior, right? Okay. All right. So let's look at also the personalization. The personalization is that under the October date, the blue box in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see on this particular day, it is 4 stars. Now you're saying, well, wait a minute, it's an unfavorable day. It has nothing to do with it's unfavorable or favorable. It has everything to do with that rooster that's in the chart that connects with that person. So don't let that get too heady. Just go, is that the stars I need? Because you don't need to learn astrology. You don't need to learn, the TimeBlazr. Just use the system. I'm just making it available for you to know that it is programmed for you to be personalized, but it is helping you just to make a decision as quickly as possible so you can go on to do your good work. All right, so this is saying for this person, it's a 4-star day. And then now I want you to look at the hours as well. The hours are going to have 4 different ways that the times are going to show up. They're going to be like the 7 to 10:59. It's neutral. There's no connection to these hours and the day and that person. But when we start dropping down to 11 to 12:59, you see 1 star. Then the 3 to 6:59 or 5:59, it is 6:59, it is 2 stars. And then you see a couple of 3 stars on here as well. What that is saying is that the stars again connect with the animal of the hour and the day and the person. So that's how you're going to start looking at this. But it's not saying that, let's take, for example, 3 to 4:59. As you can see, on this day, there's lawsuits. I would never, ever say to someone, hey, you got 2 stars right there, launch, lawsuits. No, you're going to choose a better time. But truthfully, I should say never. Sometimes you're forced to do things that you don't want to do. Like, for example, you may be invited to be on a panel. Maybe you are you've been asked to do a talk and you get scheduled on one of these crappy days. Well, at least you know what type of day it is so that you can modify your behavior. That is the best strategy that you can do. Don't go, oh, no, I can't do it because it's, an unfavorable day. Be sensible. It's giving you information to help you make informed decisions, right? Okay. So going back to, so that's how you're going to start using this day. Now let's look at each of these days in particular. And again, I'm going to just move forward from here. It's a close day. A close day is used to close things up, not to open things, not to start things. It's to close things up. So when you're planning ahead, what is it on the 21st that you can tie a bow around and just go, you know what, I'm done with this, and move on to your next project. So this is like just tying up loose ends, if you will, especially on an unfavorable day. I would just kind of see where I could check some of those boxes off and get things moving closer to my end goals. All right, so this particular day, though, since it's an unfavorable day, what I would advise this person to do is use 11 to 2:59 or the 5 to 6:59, because those are closer to business hours, especially in the sort of the center part of the day. That's going to be the best opportunity for this person. All right, let's move on to the 22nd. And I'm going to point out things as they start appearing on the days, right? Okay, so on this particular day, this is an established day, still unfavorable. We got a couple of good ones here, so just stay tuned. This one is saying that you can establish something with a better foundation. So even though it's unfavorable, choose some of the good time slots if you need to create a foundational piece. So there's a new color that is appearing here, and that's in the monkey hour between 3 to 4:59. And this is saying that there is all positive energy and this quick action right here that is teal. So that's going to say that we've got a really good time slot here that I really want you to look on. Even though there's quick action here, this is an unfavorable day, so I'm choosing not to amplify it here, but I do want you to know this hour, boom, it's a good one. Use it. So not only is it good, it's also got some stars for this person. Please keep in mind, every person is going to be different. All right, now we have a great remove day. For this person, it's a 5-star day. And then I want to also have you note that the icons that are going to come over are going to be all the icons, not the ones that you pre-selected. This is a default system where when you're on the daily view, you're going to see every icon that is available to you. Okay? All right, now, this is an important day, this remove day. So the couple of new things on this is that one, it's an excellent remove day. So we already know it's one of the higher vibrations, and it's a remove day. So a remove means that we are going to be removing things that no longer serve you. So this is a great day, and we've got several vibrant time slots that can help you get rid of things. And this is where we're going to be like cleaning up something that you don't need. Digital, I mean, in this digital world in which we live in now, there's recordings and big, huge files that, guess what I bought this week is, some more hard drive space, because it's just like everything is just getting, so I need to do some organization. That's a great day to do it. I have a little event on that day that I want to tell you about as well. I'll tell you about that in a second. But just notice between 11 and 2:59 on that day, and again at 7 to 8:59, this is where this day is going to be actually quite good. And so that's how I want you to follow this day. Now, Fridays is also a day that I personally plan out my next week. And I do it in the morning, not in the evening. And the reason I do this, I really can't claim this is my idea. It is from someone else, but I really honestly can't tell you who I got this resource from. I wish I could credit you. And if you know who this person is, please put it in the chat, because I really do want to give you credit for it. But I think it's a great system. And what I do is I'm looking at my past week. So I'm looking at from the calendar from Monday to Friday. I set my goals based on my yearly goals, my long-term, my midterm, quarterly, and my monthly goals. Now, a weekly goal to see how I can tick those boxes off, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm looking at my calendar on Friday and saying, all right, what? And I'm taking out the pruning shears here, and I'm going to do an edit with the things that I have not completed. That's a big distinction. If they're done, they're done. Yay, celebrate. But if they haven't been done, what I want you to start thinking about is do they need to absolutely get done to move you closer to your goals? Or if you continue to use them, is it going to take you further away? So if it's going to take you further away, cut them out of your schedule, because we really need to be efficient with our time, energy, and spirit, right? So if it needs to go into another time slot, Friday morning is why I love to see if there's something that just needs 20 minutes, an hour, maybe even 2. I have that day to finish it up. So Fridays I keep pretty open for that reason, so that I can really finish out that week and feel completely successful. But if I have to move it into the following week because I just can't get to it, then okay, I'll find a slot to do that first. I'll slot that in first because I have said this is important to obtain my goals. So when we start taking things off of our schedule that are just eating up time, causing procrastination, you're not gonna achieve your goals, right? So this is how I feel that this is also an accountability, and it really will help you be more productive. If you start working in those really vibrant times, like on this particular Friday, oh my gosh, if you worked in this 4-hour time slot on a good day to really get things in order, that's being more productive than working the entire day. So even though I will be working that entire day, that 4-hour time slot, if it matches up to you, will really be of great service to you. Okay? All right, so that's how I plan out my Fridays. And I think it's important to share these tools, because if it can help you be more productive, then so be it. Let's do it. Okay? October the 24th, we go back to an unfavorable day. This is a Yang Metal Rat day, you guys. So this is the same type of energy that is for the year. This is a Yang Metal Rat year in a dog month with a Yang Metal Rat day. So we do have to watch that this very strong water energy is coming in. So it is a bit of an unfavorable day on this day. But it's a full day. Now, the full day, it means that your cup is always going to be full. No matter how much you drink, it just keeps getting full. But how you use that in a business sense is, let's say that you're working with a client and you have said that you're going to deliver this particular package to them. And they look at it and they go, great. You know what? But I want this more, or I want this extra bonus, and I don't want to pay for it. So it is to me a day where I would say under promise so that you are able to over deliver, and your clients will always be happy with that, right? They always love bonuses and things. So just be very cognizant when you are creating your offers and you launch on a full day. Never on a white day. You want to do it on a green positive day that matches your energy. But if you are going to choose to do it even on a positive date, know that that's kind of a hidden energetics behind the day. Okay. All right. So let's move on from there to the 25th. Another day. Now this day I want you to also take note of, because next year in 2021, starting February the 3rd, which comes in slightly early this year, normally it's the 4th, is a yin metal ox. This is the type of year it's going to be. So this could give you a little indication on how the year's going to go out for you. I mean, there's many indications, because obviously we have a month and year indication to look at as well. But it is the type of day that I want you to take note of, just so you can kind of feel it out. So it's a balance day. Now, a balance day is really good if you want to even the scales of justice, if you will. And you can use this in teams as well. That if you have a project that you want to have equally distributed by your team, this is a day to use, because a balanced day can help bring equanimity into play. Now, I do want to mention that for anyone that is involved in a lawsuit or something like that, sorry if you are, but if you are, unless you want a 50-50 outcome, do not use a balanced day. If you feel that you deserve or want more from the outcome, use a different day. A balanced day is going to say it's a 50-50 outcome or very close to that. So if you want more, use something other than a and then also, like, if you're like on a team and you want more recognition because you feel that you have done more, a balanced day is going to recognize equally everybody on the team. So if you want to stand out in the crowd, a balanced day would not be good. But if you want equanimity, if you want to be a cohesive part of a team, and that's great for you, then use balance. Or if you want some more balance in your life, then this is a day to maybe start some sort of ritual, morning ritual, evening ritual. You want to start writing, or so you want to bring some balance into your life. That's where I would be using a balanced day. But it is unfavorable, so this is where it can also get you in a little bit of, it's not going to be as helpful. All right, now let's go to Monday. We have another white day here this week. We've got a little bit of a run. Usually October is pretty flush with green, but we've got a week here that is a bit unstable. So we really do need to watch our energetics. Okay, so this one is a stable day. A stable is about starting something on a stable foundation. Again, it is an unfavorable day. So I would presume, like, if you are really following me, you have already known that in advance, that this was going to be a week that is going to be a little unsettling. So we're going to have to just use the really good days. We had one at the early part of the week, which was Wednesday, and then you have one that is going to be finishing up. So that is, and again, just using the good times of the day is how you're going to best best make use of the day. And then now going to our final day of the month. This is a favorable initiate day. Love this particular day because it is, now this would be the day between like that 11 and 12:59. There's that really good time slot. You know what? You just need to get that one proposal to maybe keep your business solvent, or that one new big client, right? So work on your proposals during the time where it's unstable, right? You're creating the content, you're rehearsing your pitch, you're working on your slide deck and things like that. Then use the good time to present, right? That's how you use this system, and you will come out ahead. All right. So here's something that this is kind of insider information, maybe a little advanced, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. See under the negative influences where it says big spender. This is the only opportunity when the day is green only. You can use that big spender to actually help your clients open up their wallet and say, sure, I'd love to work with you. This is also a great time to reach out to your current clients that you might have a next level of engagement for them. This would be a day that I'd like you to reach out, especially if it's a favorable day to you. If it's got some stars there, it probably is. It's just, the stars may not show up for you, though. This is what I'm saying, between the 11 and 12:59. So if it's not, then you may have to use a different day as well. Excuse me. Okay. So let's go very quickly over to some other things that I wanted to tell you about. So yes, we have this TimeBlazr Tuesday. We also have daily predictions on Facebook and LinkedIn right now. We're going to be moving to Instagram very soon. But if you want a quick look at each and every day, I post them the day before so that you can start looking at what the upcoming energy is about. Number 2, I have a free little event coming up on October 23rd. And the October 23rd, if you recall, is that remove day, that really vibrant remove day. So I want you to experience it firsthand, what it's like to do. And this is what, if you want to participate in this, and again, it's absolutely free, what I want you to do is find a 2-hour project. Just 2 hours. That's how long we're going to be online. You're going to have 4-hour time slot, but I want you to pick a 2-hour project that you can successfully complete. I don't want you to tear up your entire space. There's just too much disruption right now, and really like moving too much energy is not a good thing anyway. And what I would like for you to do is I'd like you to pick maybe a drawer, maybe pick a certain box that you need to be going through. I would say working on your digital cleanup, that's a great use of the time as well. I would advise you also to definitely, get some cleansing foods into you, whether it be, a nice clean Buddha bowl or something like that. It's some good fresh water, just because we're removing toxins from our body as well that day. And by the way, this is another little piece of insider info. Let me get back to that day because I think it's important. When you run your chart, I'm going to go back to this day really, really quickly. If you run your chart and you see that it's a pig day, right? So when you go to your business astrology, and this person doesn't have it, but if you have a snake, especially in the day of birth, but anywhere in this chart, in the natal chart, then you are able to you are really able to remove things. So we need a snake, but everybody can use it. So the snake is going to be able to really get through this more successfully, but we all can use this day. We all need to put some order around what we're doing in life, right? So that's where I think I could most help you there. Okay? All right, let's see. What else do we have here? So if you are interested in going to that, there is a link below, but I think it's bit.ly/power hours 1023, but the link is below. I'm sorry, I don't have that on that slide. No worries though. It's down below. So just go ahead and grab the URL from below. If you are interested in getting your free time trial from us and this is personalized to you for 30 days, go to free30timetrial.com, and there's no credit card required at this time. There's another series that I'm running right now. I just got offline, and what that is about is your space. I believe now more than ever that your space is so important. We are all working remotely here, you guys, and you really need to start paying attention to your space. Your space is here to help you achieve your goals. The TimeBlazr is helping you to launch your goals and your projects so that you have a better outcome. It helps trigger the energy based on your energy. Everything I do is personalized to you, so it's no cookie cutter stuff. It really is. Now, is it going to be a little bit more of your effort? Of course, because it's personalized, right? But it's not going to be but I want you to be sensible about using your space, time, energy. It's a holistic system that will really start shifting your life if you start understanding the rhythms of who you are, what you're made of, and all the things that you're able to do. All right. What I'm going to talk to you about now, though, is my annual event that is in January 16th through the 17th. It's 2021, obviously, and it's going to be live stream only, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard, and the URL is bit.ly/metalox. Again, that is below. So I don't want to be the deliverer of such more bad news, but we are in a vibration where we have a little bit quite a bit more of what's going on, and actually it may even get a little bit more trying. So with that said, the more that your vibration is up, the more that you're getting your body into the vibrations of good space. That's why I want you to watch the Feng Shui series as well, understanding what's in your chart. I'm very, very soon I'm going to start recording kind of a split mid-year. It's like, what do you have to capitalize yet on this year? Because you don't want to stop using the energy of the year until the energy shifts. But I'm going to give you a little bit of what you should do by the end of this year, and then what you can start thinking about and projecting. The reason why we want to do that is there something that I need to hurry up and get done because the animal benefits me this year, and next year it's going to collapse? Or do I wait because the animal this year is kind of but next year it stands up with a lot more power? So it really is going to start helping you make really informed decisions. And that's what we're really here to help you with, is really to help you feel more secure and grounded in what you do and being able to serve the people that you want to serve. So okay, you guys, I really thank you for your time today. I hope to see you on Friday so we could collectively kind of clean up our stuff already. And I'll see you tomorrow if you're going to join me for the Feng Shui, the last sector of the month, which is going to be in the East. Otherwise, I'll see you on Friday or next Tuesday. So have an amazing week. Many blessings to you. Thank you for following. And please like, share, comment, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of our notifications. Have an amazing week and many blessings to you. Thank you so much. Bye.